Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is a DIYer's nightmare. I was working on the plumbing in the bathroom, trying to hook up the water heater. Thought we had everything good. Went to town to get more parts and came back and my house is freaking flooded. There's water on this whole entire half of the house. You can see in my bedroom, all under my bed, all in my laundry room. I had to take stuff out from underneath the bed, had all my camping gear under there. It's starting to leak into the closet. Look at that. All under the wall over there. This is all the stuff I had under my bed. That was my solar panels and stuff. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. And then in the bathroom over here, it's just one thing after another. It looks like a mess in here because it is. Like I said, this was all being worked on. You can see all the PEX and everything we had, the little water heater, all that stuff. And it just started leaking, I guess, when I was gone. And luckily I got back when I didn't look because it could have got a lot worse in here. I am very thankful, though, for two things. One, I have a cement floor, and two, we made sure we raised up all the drywall off the floor just in case there was some kind of flood. And this is a very good test for this. So realistically, just some of the studs and stuff got some water in it. And as long as it's not constant water all the time, it should be all right. But yeah, that thing's junk. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I actually got another one coming in tomorrow. Just not much you can do about it. And yeah, it's just one thing after another. But DIY's nightmare, and now it gives me something else to do today that I didn't want to do, but I have to do it. So anyways, that's what I'll be getting into, trying to clean all this stuff up. A lot of it, I'll probably just sweep it with the broom and kind of spread it out throughout the house. That way it kind of dries a little bit more. And then try to get up all the tools and stuff. I had a lot of PEX pipe fittings down here that was left over from all the other plumbing. I thought I initially overbought, and it kind of worked out for me in the end because I needed more stuff. So that's exactly what we're doing over here. Got all the PEX hooked up. I have the water shut off outside so there's no more water coming in. Making sure everything is nice and capped off now that I took the water heater off. I'll flip the water back on here in a bit once I get all this stuff cleaned up and swept out. And then we'll check for more leaks and then start again tomorrow. It's just one of those things. Not everything goes smooth. I didn't have to show you guys this stuff. I could have just showed you everything running smooth, everything hooked up nice and clean. But this is the reality of it. When you're a DIYer, not everything goes as planned. And like I said, it's just everywhere. Like I said, luckily it's cement floors. And what I'll do is, like I said, I'll sweep it out and just have the fan going for a while and just try to dry out as much as possible. Luckily, I didn't have my bed made because my comforter usually hangs over and touches the floor. I just did laundry, so I had it all up here on top of the bed. So all my other stuff was in these little totes over here, so that's dry. It just started going this way. Basically, it was leaking from under there, going underneath. I made sure I turned off whatever I needed to. There's the power box. The only thing that's really still on is the light, and then I have an outlet over here that is active. I'm going to run an extension cord in here and get the fan on and get that going. But it doesn't look like it hurt any of the drywall whatsoever. I was actually going to start making a vanity in here. I decided to just go ahead and make one instead of buying one. This is 34 inches wide here, so it'd be a little bit easier, I think, to go ahead and just custom make one and go from there. But I'm going to go ahead and put you guys down, take one last look. That's what it looks like now. Like I said, it goes into my bedroom and all underneath the bed. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get this dried out and let's start over. Oh me, oh my, it's always something. Why can't anything just go smooth? My goodness. That's everywhere. All my instructions that I was trying to save are now all soaked. Bring this thing out. This was just an extra piece, by the way, just an extra cut off. It was laying on the floor and it definitely soaked up some of that water, so I have to throw that away and finish cleaning up in here in my hallway. It looks like the bathroom is about as dry as it's gonna get right now. I'll have to let the fan do the rest of it. Got all the tools and stuff out. But yeah, show you all the good, the bad, and the ugly when you're building your own house. What a mess. Don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful it wasn't any worse than this. It could have went all the way into the living room, but my only towel I have is soaked right now, so I'm just gonna have to continue trying to dry it up as much as possible and keep emptying it out in the tub. Oh my gosh, this thing is absolutely soaked. I feel like if I bring it in there, it's just gonna get the whole room wet. We're gonna try it anyways. This is Sunday morning, by the way. Comment down below what you're doing on your Sunday morning. I'm cleaning out my house. A lot of water. Man, that's a lot of water under that bed. I guess there's one silver lining to the story. I can kind of tell what my floor is going to look like once I polish it. I think it looks pretty good when it's wet. Oh. I don't have any buckets, otherwise I would have brought one in to wring the water out, so I got to keep going back and forth to the bathroom with a completely soaked towel. Oh. Getting too old for this crap, people. Getting too old for this crap. Good night. That's a lot of water. Oh. And yes, I understand if I wasn't filming all this, I could get it done quicker, but the damage is already done as far as where it's going to go. I got most of the water to the center of the room here, away from this wall back behind me, but I just want to show you guys what real life situations. It's not always fun and dandy what you see on YouTube. This is real life stuff, and I'm about to show you guys what's under the bed. I've already had to wring out that towel several times, and my little drop cloth paper is pretty soaked too, so I'll have to probably cut out about half of that and reuse what I can. But yeah, I guess I'll put you guys back down. Like I said, it's not going to get much worse. I have everything shut off outside, so put you guys back down and we'll finish up the job. Just completely freaking soaked. I can crawl up in there. Ugh. I'm already soaked anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ugh. It's getting better. Still pretty wet. Where's that broom? Sorry if my ass was hanging out. But yeah, now I'm going to continue the process. Hopefully the next time you see this, it'll be a little bit drier in here. I got most of the puddle taken care of. I'm just trying to just spread it out a little bit more, thin it out, and then I'll put the fan in here and let it finish drying everything. All right, guys, 30 minutes later, I got it where it needs to be. The fan's gonna do the rest. I got all the puddling up. I was just gonna finish drying the rest of the cement. Same thing here in the hallway. Oh man, I am soaked now. But got this section cleaned out again. Went ahead and got all the PEX pipe and stuff put together once again where it needs to be. Got rid of the other water heater. That's where it was leaking from. Once again, I have another one coming in tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow I can have hot water and something that does not leak. So just the name of the game when you're a DIYer, things happen and it just depends on how you deal with it. So I was a little frustrated, but my first thought was shut the water off, shut the power off where it's needed, and then obviously I got to document some of the stuff because that's my job, filming stuff too. And realistically, the water was already where it was going to be at. So just showing you guys how it is to live in your unfinished house while you're doing DIY stuff, and sometimes accidents happen. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let everything dry out. I'll edit up this portion of the video. I think once this section completely dries, I'll come back in. I'm gonna start framing out where my vanity's gonna go. Once again, that's 34 inches wide. It was very hard for me to find one that was already put together that was that size. They have a lot of 30-inch ones, 32-inch, 36-inch, and I just figured why not just go ahead and custom make one. And while I was at Lowe's getting some parts, I also looked at cabinets and stuff, and I have zeroed down on which cabinets I want, and hopefully Thursday or Friday I'll go over and get them. I just want to make sure my YouTube check clears first before I start spending more money. And we'll go ahead and get the bottom section of the kitchen counters and all the cabinet stuff done. Try to plumb out the sink. I have some marks on the wall back there where I was trying to make sure that the sink is completely centered with the window. And it might not be everybody's cup of tea, the colors and stuff I choose, but hey, it's my house, and I think at the end of the day, it'll all kind of tie into each other and look good. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and edit up this portion. We'll check back in probably about an hour or so and see how the rooms look. All right, so that hour later ended up being about 6 hours later. I'll get to that here in a second, but I wanted to show you all an update of what everything looks like. It is officially back to normal again. Everything is dried out in here. Minus Daisy knocking stuff over. She knocked the paper roll over, but whatever. Now she's playing drums with her tail, so that's my life, guys. Such a disaster. Got everything cleaned up, all the tools and stuff cleaned up. I have the PEX and stuff ready to go. Once again, like I said earlier, I have a new water heater coming in. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't know what time it's going to get delivered. Once it does, I'll be able to hook everything up, get that taken care of. I went and picked up the lumber for the vanity. I'm going to go ahead and start framing that up as well. I don't have little clips. I was going to use those to clamp the PEX pipe to the vanity once I get that put together, but unfortunately I didn't have that. Somebody's texting me. Let me see real quick. Hold on 1 second. Y'all just hold on 1 second. Let me stop the video for this. It's Mom. She says, I cannot thank you enough for always being there for me. Thanks, Mom. I'll keep that in the video for you. You might get a kick out of that. So, got that dried out in here once again. We'll be working on the water heater tomorrow and framing up the vanity. There's the crazy dogs in here getting all over everything. The floor's nice and dry once again, as you can see. Good girls. Chill out now. Chill out. So, yeah, all that stuff is back to normal. Like I said earlier, I was going to check in an hour later. We had some stuff pop up. Right after I got all this stuff taken care of, I was editing the video and I got a call from Mom basically saying to go over to their house, that Dad needed to talk to us. And we got there, and unfortunately Dad had some issues. He's had a new treatment for his cancer. It was an injection to help strengthen his bones, and it has been affecting his body. He had low calcium, low magnesium, and it was giving him tingles all over his body. It was giving him a headache, and his jaw was hurting. And unfortunately, we had to go to the emergency room once again. Thank God it was only to Kingsville, wasn't to Corpus. We spent about 5 hours in there. They gave him some IVs, got him back to where he needs to be. We actually just got back a little bit ago, so it's been a very stressful day, to say the least. But the day is almost officially over, and like I said earlier, I show the good, the bad, and the ugly, and not every day is going to be rainbows and sunshine. And today was one of those days that was just a lot going on. But at the end of the day, we're very thankful that Dad is feeling better now. We went in and picked him up some supplements that he can start taking every day to kind of supplement his calcium and all that good stuff. So he is feeling a little bit better now. He didn't sleep much last night. He was in some pain, so I think he'll get a little bit better sleep today now that he's got that pain back down and got all his levels back to where he needs to be. So if y'all can continue y'all's prayers for Dad, it's very much needed and very much appreciated. We very much appreciate you guys for all the kind words, the emails, the letters y'all send in the mail, the comments, everything. It's very much appreciated, and they enjoy reading those comments just as much as I do. So I very much appreciate you guys and want to tell you all that. So anyways, that's all I got for today's video. It is once again another talking video, but tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to start framing out the vanity, get the water heater hooked up, and show a little bit of work on that video. So anyways, one last look at my bedroom. Nice and dried out. Nice and dried out here in the hallway, and dried out here in the bathroom. So yeah, today is officially over. I'm gonna finish up editing this video. Almost tripped over the same thing Daisy knocked over earlier. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I keep it real on this channel, and my house freaking flooded. So anyways, appreciate y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.
Take me back to South Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart